Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with the Twin Flame Collective Energy Update. And I've been doing these on a daily basis almost, only because of like what's happening with us in the world. You know, we are light workers, we are star seeds, we are part of the Indigo family as well, whether crystal, rainbow, or the first generation of Indigos. Golden children, rainbow children, however you resonate, mystics, which is, you know, we're all a part of the spiritual realm. And I want you to understand, and I want to get rid of the stereotype that witches are bad, because they are not. You have white witches, just witches in general, like that's what they practice. Like, for example, I'm not, I don't consider myself a witch, but I do know how to do, you know, I do have some of the gifts that they have. Like, that's just it. We all have been one thing in one way or another in our past lives. So this is a judgment-free zone, okay? This is a judgment-free zone. Everyone comes and they are welcome, okay? So with that being said, I had to put that out there because it's just like, you know, we have to like respect everyone, and especially in a time like this, like, you know, it's all about love and light. However you work your light, as long as it's the light, right? That's what matters. All right, guys, if this reading resonates with you, if you're on a twin flame journey and you feel like you are resonating, I do offer several services. You can check the description box below. You can also go to my website at www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com, excuse me, and you can book there via the PayPal link. And you can also check me out on Instagram. I've got new followers. You know, I've been trying to post daily, but again, you do know I am an essential worker. I will be back to my location Tuesday. Again, we were pulled out because someone was diagnosed with the coronavirus. And so I'm just asking you guys to send me so much love and light and love just to help me keep my vibrations high. If you would like to donate to the channel, that information is below in the description box. What else? If you can't, that's totally fine. Subscribing to the channel is the same form of a donation. Now, for all of my subscribers, I have some amazing news. We just hit 3K today, and we did it authentically, genuinely, and I thank you and love you guys for all of your support. You guys rock. All right, so with that being said, let's dive into the collective reading, especially when I get to your light worker message at the end. Really take notes, really understand what your part in this movement is all about, with in regards to shining your light. So for the first card, it's the Eight of Pentacles. So we have the energy of this individual, like this man, like stepping back, and like he got his hand on his hip, and he's looking at all the pentacles that he's like really saved. And it's like, wow, like I have all of this abundance. That's how I look at the card. That's how the energy is when I, you know, look at this card. It's not of someone who's still suffering or, you know, struggling with their finances. It's like, you know, this person is really sure about where they want to place their pentacles now. They're not sitting there toiling away, hanging them up. This person is sure. So this is the energy of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And, you know, in the past, we had that energy where it was always like finances are affecting your career and love life, you know, or finances are affecting your love life. So at the end of the day, this is the energy that we're moving into, where we're finding our life path and purpose. We're finding out what our mission is, and we're putting that energy into that. And that is what's creating more abundance for us. Now, I know a lot of you guys, after this shutdown, you're going to have your, you know, YouTube channels up. You're going to find out what it is that you are destined to do in this lifetime, and that's what you're going to work on, because that's what's going to bring you more abundance. And especially if you get out of that like low vibrational energy, you will understand what is for you, what is meant for you. All you have to do is ask, you know, your spirit guides, or, you know, God, source, what do you need from me? What should I be doing? Show me a sign, give me a vision. I'm telling you, when you go to sleep, you will get it, but you have to ask from the purest like part of your heart, and you can't be afraid. You shouldn't be afraid to talk to source, spirit, God. Whether my life is going good, whether my life is going bad, I'm still talking to God no matter what, right? So the next card, that let me say something else, because as I'm trying to move to the cards, another message is coming through. All right, so I want to tell you guys something. For source, God, divine, you never put nothing above that energy. And I'm going to tell you why. Because God is a jealous God. So even though you, whether you're a light worker, whether you're a star seed, however you resonate on the spiritual umbrella, you know, you have to, your loyalty and your love is dedicated to source, to God, to divine first. So if you're putting this much energy into your divine counterpart, God is a jealous God. You shouldn't put that much energy into anyone except for yourself, except for divine, and except for your mother and father. As they say, honor your mother and father, right? Or your mama and daddy, as I say. So I had to stop, and that kept, it said, say it, say it, say it. So I said it because it's very important, because you know, we get caught up in these connections to where we think our divine counterpart is just like king. And that is not how you need to look at them. This is that form of, you know, looking at them. It's okay to have unconditional love. It's okay to love them with your all. But putting them on a pedestal like king and all of that and queen, like, no. You understand what I'm saying? You guys got to both be on that same vibration and honor source, divine, God in the same energy. So whoever that was for. The next card out is the Four of Swords. So with the Four of Swords, it talks about, you know, this person has been resting, this person has been praying, and this could be your divine counterpart. And as you can see, as this person is praying, meditating, you know, here comes the, you know, the other divine counterpart. And it's like, I'm here, like your prayers are answered. I haven't left you. I am here. So through everything that, you know, your divine counterpart is going through, they're there for you no matter what. And you know, and this person isn't even looking here. You know, it's like 5D action. Like no matter what you're praying, you're going through it, that divine counterpart is there, whether you're divine masculine or divine feminine. You guys are one. So you feel each other's energy. I know when my divine masculine is, mine is going a mile a minute, right? And I'm pretty sure my divine masculine feels when my mind goes, you know, a mile a minute. So that's the energy, okay? The next card out is Two of Swords. So this talks about choices. And here, it's not that divine feminine has to make a choice, right? Because you do have the option. You can choose a soulmate instead of choosing your divine counterpart, right? You can take the easy way out. And some people choose that because the twin flame connection is so hard, because you're forced to face so much, not only within yourself, but watching someone else and seeing them heal and doing the work and, you know, allowing them to rise above as you heal, as you give unconditional love. And again, for some people, you signed up for different contracts with your divine counterpart. So for some of you guys, you signed up to have someone step in when you guys got too far apart. For some of you guys, you got the connection, but it's not maybe going to connect in this lifetime, maybe the next lifetime, but you know, you'll go, I remember my divine masculine from a past life. So at the end of the day, did I know right off the bat that's what it was when I had that happen to me? No, I didn't. It took time. Maybe a year later, it was like, oh, so that's what that feeling was. That's what my soul was saying. So here you have two people vying for the divine feminine. And it's because, like, you know, they know that you have options. They know other people want you. They know how good you are, how beautiful you are, your unconditional love. They know that at any given moment, somebody can come in and do what you've been asking them to do for so long. To show their emotions, to speak their truth, to just do the little things that matter, to stop running, right? And so this is what a lot of the divine masculines are fearing, that someone is going to come up and they're going to have to, they're going to lose you to somebody else. Yes, they may say, go ahead, you know, do whatever makes you happy. They're going to say all that stuff, but I'm living proof, and I can attest to my, I have a situation, right? And so I saw the vision 2 weeks before it came to fruition, like in real life. And so that's how I knew that my divine masculine at a soul level is not honoring anybody stepping in between our connection. You understand what I'm saying? And this describes my situation. And I was like, wow. Right? So at the end of the day, this is what your divine masculine feels when they get triggered, when they get scared, when they get afraid, when they don't hear from you, when you're in your power, they feel like they're losing you to someone else. Okay? And that only is clarified by the next card that came out, because a lot of us are standing in our power. We're doing our life path and purpose work. We are the empress. We don't go to people. You come to me in regards to the twin flame journey, right? I'm not chasing you anymore. I'm going to continue to be in my power, be unconditional, express my love and light, continue my enlightenment, go through my spiritual journey. You're going to come to me. There's no more me chasing you around. I've tried to get you to see what this connection was and is. I've tried to show you the way. I've tried to help you understand your spiritual gifts. Now you can figure it out, because I'm in my Empress power now, and this is in the future position. So this is what a lot of you guys' energies in regards to the divine feminine are in right now. Okay? Good job. The overall energy is judgment. So divine feminine, you're going to get your justice due. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the divine masculine perceives. You know from the bottom of your heart your intentions were right. You know from the bottom of your heart if your integrity was in check. And I'm going to give you a clue. October the 10th, you guys hear me talk about this all the time. It was Saturn's direct. Saturn went direct from being in retrograde. When Saturn went direct on October 10th, 2020, you got to notice unexpected blessings, things happening out of the blue for you, just blessings upon blessings upon blessings. And it seemed like your divine masculine was struggling. If you resonate with what I just said, like or comment, because I know it's true, because it happened to me. Because I was just like, okay, wow. Because in those moments, your divine masculine made you feel like you were just being manipulative. You were just doing things to make you look good, feel good when you try to care for them. And they didn't understand the unconditional love part. And you got screwed over. And when that Saturn went direct, karma started being dished out the way the seeds were sowed. Right? All right. Now what's really cool is under that is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is expected, unexpected blessings out of thin air. And it's not going to be what you expect. It's going to be what you least expect. It's not going to be what you usually would want or see in someone or a thing. It's going to be something totally different. I had to show you this because it was just beautiful. The star card, the star represents divine. Now all your cups are full. And you can pour water out and still grab some more and pour some more, because this is the energy that we've been waiting for divine feminine to get in. And it's that self-love energy, that, loving herself energy. And granted, we have our setbacks, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And not to bash the divine masculine, but we know the divine masculine is slowly trying to catch up. The next card, 1111, right? So 4 of Wands. So this is the energy we're moving into. 10 of Pentacles. Remember I told you about the 10-10. We have the world. You being your true, authentic, genuine self. And a lot of you guys are going to be getting worldly recognized for the work you're doing, for, in regards to your life path and purpose. Under that, Wheel of Fortune. No matter where this wheel turns, you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to be. Again, 10, right? Completion. So that's beautiful. And you guys can, write me, and, I'll write you back. Let me know if I'm just, lost in the sauce. Because I know what I'm channeling and what I'm communicating to you guys about is the real thing. So these are the cards I saw when shuffling. Again, 10. Remember, 10-10 portal. Look it up. So, they're tired of carrying the burdens. They're laying the burdens down, and they're choosing this one wand to hold on to, right? Because I'm letting go of the burdens. It's not my burden to carry. Everything that they were dealing with, their karmics, their issues, their situations, they realize they're sabotaging things with their divine feminine, the ones who really love them unconditionally and accept them for who they are. And some of you divine masculine has some deep, deep secrets or deep, deep fantasies or deep, deep addictions. And you look at them and you're just like, okay, cool. They cannot believe that they found someone or someone was sent to them that can love them the way that they've been waiting to be loved or wanting to be loved, right? The heartbreak is over. The swords are falling, right? 3 of Swords. This is the energy. They're slowly coming out of that heartbreak, that resentment. 10 of Swords, the healing, getting better. Now the dark sky, the dark clouds are removed, and here comes the enlightenment, right? 2 of Cups. Okay, 2 of Cups. And look how, and this came out the other day, if I'm not mistaken, but look how she holds the divine masculine, where there's no room for no one to intervene. Because in the Rider-Waite, there's a space between them. In the After Tarot, there's no space for any interruptions to take place. And she's just looking, he's just looking like, man, I'm never going to let you go. And you can see it. Like, I don't want to bring it too close to where you're not able to see the photo, but man, that's deep, right? And that's exactly how you guys feel. That's exactly how I feel. Like, even though, we argue, we fuss, we fight, we separate, we ghost, whatever happens, it's that love in your heart, Okay, so the first card out for divine masculine is refocus. So with this time being on lockdown, they are refocusing. They're refocusing their ideas. They're refocusing their mindset. They're refocusing how they feel in their heart. They just have a refocus, and they want to move in a different direction. You understand? And they are starting to see a lot of things that you told them were true. And this time, again, excuse my French, they are forced to sit with their shit and face everything, not just within your connection, but in their life in general. So now it's time to refocus. It's time to get back on track. It's time to, live my life accordingly, be somebody that I can be proud of. And they're realizing they owe a lot of apologies, and they need to accept their accountability. Conclusion. So that is what's tied into what I was talking about with refocus. They're realizing there's no better love than unconditional love, whether right, wrong, or indifferent. Right? So for some of you guys, it's summer. It's something that's going to be different within your connection or change within your connection. And you come back and write me in the comment sections like, hey, we're in union. I want to see a lot of comments saying like, we're in union, not we're still separated. Oh my God. I want to hear we are in union. Do the work. If you feel like it's too much, then you know what to do. But do the work, especially if you can't shake it, if you can't flick them off, like just get out like a fly. If you can't just really get rid of them, then there's a divine purpose, okay? Trust me, I've tried. I called Archangel Michael, Raphael, Saint Lazarus. I was like, just get it away. The next card out for divine masculine is communication. We've been hearing this. We've been seeing this a lot. Not this card per se, but just even in the other channels that you go check out, it's like communication's coming in, communication's coming in, communication's coming in. Pay attention to the 5D, your visions, what you daydream about when you stare off to the side. These are clues, okay? For the divine feminine. So we already know this is what we've been seeing for a long time. So the signs, the numbers, their name, the songs, like everything, the synchronicities. This is what we've been seeing, and they've been seeing it too. But I just can't wait for the day when my divine masculine can be honest and open and say, remember that stuff you used to tell me about? Or you remember this you told me about? Yeah, I did see it. I just didn't want to, I cannot, I am waiting for the day. So I can be like, I knew I wasn't crazy. The next card out is fall. So something resonates with you guys in the fall, like your divine masculine could have a birthday in the fall. You guys could have met in the fall. There's that 11 symbol. And, you know, however this resonates with you, okay? The next card out for Divine Feminine is balancing the scales, and this is what they're working on. They are working on balancing their life. They're getting their act in order, their things in order, working on self-love, being grateful, appreciative, and they are really getting in their power, or beginning to get in their power, either already in their power, starting to get in their power, or, you know, getting in their power. There we go. Okay. The next card out is yes. So a lot of you guys have that question, like, okay, if this is my twin flame, then why is this connection so hard? And again, it's to change, it's to bring up things in you guys that need to be healed. Once you guys are completely healed, you can do your life path and mission work together. You guys are going to really rock and change the world. And some of you guys are asking, is this a false twin? Is this a karmic? No, this is only clarifying that this is your twin flame. For some of you, maybe 1 to 3%, you might have a false twin. But if you've been watching my channel since, you know, I've been putting things out, then you already know. You would have been like, Chrissy, I need something else to let me know what's going on, right? The next card, return. And so the Divine Feminine is knowing with these energies, like the feelings you've been getting, lady, the Kundalini awakenings, like everything, you know that a return is near. A return is near, but you have to stay in the 5D energy. Guys, if you are on okay terms with your Divine Masculine, that's totally fine. But for those who are in full-blown separation, you have to communicate in the 5D, because they are going through so many changes, so many shifts, so many downloads, etc. Okay? Now the cards that I saw when shuffling, we have lessons, offer, fifth dimension, received, abandoned, and numbing. So these are all the different energies that your divine counterpart shifts from on a day-to-day basis, right? It's just their energy is fluctuating because they're not understanding the changes. They're not understanding the shifts. I mean, especially those who are not awakened yet. Like they're getting there, but they're not on the level that we are, right? And the overall energy is stuck. And this is how some of the divine masculines are feeling. And even the feminines, like, it's like, I'm stuck. Like, I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Like, how do I move? Like, how do I, you know, set myself free? I just want to be free. At this point, I just want what's best and what's right for me. Right? And you guys, I wasn't even going to do, post a collective reading tonight, but I saw a comment that made me laugh. You guys can go to the last video and like look at it. It was so funny. It was talking about a kitty cat. And when I was talking about the divine masculine and divine feminine's like energy, you know, like you can feel each other, whether sexually, emotionally, you know. And so that just took me out to why I said, you know what, I got to put another one up so I can keep you guys like in the know on a daily basis, or every other day basis, so you can know like what's happening with your energy. And so I'm not doing messages from divine feminine to divine masculine, because we're not the ones who have the issues with communicating. It just doesn't make sense. So I do messages from divine masculine to divine feminine, because they're the ones who are always on mute, right? So it says, I am sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. I am sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh. They used to light up my world. The next message, I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. Okay. Next message. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in this world. I think these are resonating with a lot of you guys. Next, overall energy. Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. All right, you let me know how that resonates. Okay. For your romance angels, the first card out is new love. So a lot of your divine masculines will be coming back to you when you guys get into union, a whole new different person, because they've gone through the spiritual changes, got the downloads, uploads, just been through the ringer. Divine is really working on your divine or our divine masculines, like literally. And this isn't the time for you to intervene, try to save, try to be there, try to call. Anything in the 3D, only in the 5D. And on the other video, I told you guys about how you can send them energy, like how you can, you know, allow them to feel calm. Like when you get those triggers in your head, like thoughts like all bad, kind of like reminiscent memories about your divine counterpart. No, that's them going through their mind about how they treated you. And in that moment, send them energy and just say, you know what, I love you anyway. The next card out is chemistry, only clarifying that we are talking about a twin flame connection, because clearly the red and blue. And so it says there is a strong magnetic attraction here. So when you get too far from each other, you pull back in, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So a lot of you guys, we have to allow them to be free, let them loose, you know. And even if that means they feel like they lost us, then so be it. But you have to do what's best for you. And as you do what's best for you, you ultimately heal them. Pay attention to the red flags. And that's what I was just talking about. The triggers, the signs are cautioning you. Okay? All right. If you guys have any other, here we go. Express your love. No, it is safe for you to love. Express your love. Romantic feelings. Love yourself first. Retreat. Get out of that codependent energy. We are talking to the collective that's in separation, but please stay optimistic about your love life. Just flirt, trust, give your relationship a chance. You are definitely worth waiting for. This divine timing is at work in your love life. Shall I go on? Oh man, guys, when I say you guys crack me up, you should start commenting more. Like, you know, I love your comments. They're so awesome. All right. So for the work your light, this is for my spiritualists, whatever you are underneath the spiritual umbrella, whether starseed, light worker, indigo, mystic, witch, it does not matter. This is for you. The first card out is, got it, Inner Temple. And this has been coming out a lot. You can go back. This has been coming out a lot. You can go look back in my other videos and check those out. So it says Inner Temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And that's where the purest form of energy is. When I do healing work, I can use Reiki, which means I can pull from their energy, or I can pull the energy from my heart and send it through my hands, right? And so it's very important you know how to work your gifts. You have to work on being healed before you go around touching people, because you're going to pass off stuff that they're not even going to be able to shake loose. You have to be healed before you start healing. Ooh, like that? All right. Next card out is Star Mother. Now, what's funny is this came out, and then I was like, I don't think this is it. Shuffle, 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 popped out again. I said, okay, you playing with me tonight. Okay, I'll keep it. So it says, how can you mother yourself? How can you mother yourself? How can you show yourself compassion? How can you show yourself empathy? How can you show yourself the love, right? Next card out, play. This came out the other day as well. Have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. So for you guys, your divine masculine isn't as deep as you are. They are not that awoke as you are. So you really have to like take your time with them. You know understand what I'm saying? Like, take your time, because trying to get them up to your level, it's not going to work. Right? Let them come to you, ask questions. You've already put enough in their mind, so they can just come to you, ask questions, and they'll get, the clarity. The overall energy is Akasha. So it says, your guidance is divinely guided. I'm going to read this for you because there's a gift where you can actually access others. You can access others' Akashic records. And that's the gift that's starting to come to me as I've been having multiple past life visions. And I'm like, wait a minute, I know this person, but when was we over here? Like, you know what I mean? And so it's a different gift. And so that is why I haven't, added it to my description box or anything like that, because I like to understand and be fully in the know of what my gifts are before I introduce them to you guys. Okay? So Akasha is page 112. All right, let's check. For 12. Oh man, I love you guys because I am exhausted. I had so much to do today. All right. All right, here we go. Let me make sure I don't pull my plug out my ear. All right. I'll hold the card up for you too, in a good spot so you can see it. Here, I'll hold it like that. Okay. So it says, your guidance is divinely guided. Akasha exists in the fifth dimension and the library of souls. All souls, contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre-planned, soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you are waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you are exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you are being given the go-ahead to proceed. Okay, so you can put your hand on the screen and say, I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Your cards are your cards. You guys know what I say, right? All right. So I hope this reading was very helpful for you guys. I want to give a shout out to my 4 clients today who book readings. I know I have an energy booking next week. Again, guys, if you're a part of the spiritual family, you're on your journey, you're a light worker, starseed, indigo, however you resonate, protect your energy. Make sure you're shielding. Make sure you wear your crystals. Make sure you put your protective circle around you when you're doing tarot readings, when you're doing any kind of, healing work, because we're consistently getting downloads. When I tell you the middle of my chest by my heart has been going through different motions, and like the energy just moving through my body. And again, when I'm telling you about like the visions I've started to have as of late with the Akasha. So I want you guys to just really take it easy, rest. I feel like even though I am not diagnosed with COVID, that's probably the reason why I was like, divine God source felt like I needed to sit down and really just rest, because who knows what would have taken place at my location if I was there this week. And then when I look at it from that point of view, I'm just like, okay, you're asking me to be still. I need to be still. Other than that, I continue to try to shine my light through the channel. I want you guys to shine your light wherever you go. And again, if you guys would like to book a reading, that information is below. You have any questions? I've been getting emails with questions, and I'm getting to you guys as fast as I can about, you know, just your journey, your spiritual gifts. How do you work them? How do you turn them on? How do you turn them off? And like my beautiful clients, they'll tell you, like, I write back, like if it's 1 a.m, because I'm always on the move. So with that being said, love and light, guys, I will talk to you soon. Take care.